Hey, George Poveromo here. And while we're out filming our brand new episodes of World of Saltwater Fishing, we have a real treat for all our viewers. We found a key to the archives of all the old World of Saltwater Fishing episodes going back 27 years. So each week we're going to go into the vault and air a classic World of Saltwater Fishing episode. Stay tuned.
George Poveromo's World of Saltwater Fishing, proudly brought to you by Float-On, the original aluminum immersible boat trailer, Mercury Outboards, #1 on the water, Mako, run with the shark, and by Offshore Angler, worth its salt.
San Salvador is situated in the far southeastern Bahamas, roughly about a 350-mile boat ride from South Florida. It's believed that this was the point of land that Christopher Columbus first anchored up at in his quest for the New World. And ironically, neighboring Cat Island, which is about 50 miles away from here, disputes that claim and says that Columbus landed there. In my opinion, if Columbus liked to fish for wahoo, there's no doubt in my mind that San Salvador was definitely the place. Some of the largest wahoo in the world migrate past San Salvador during the winter. It's a very special place for me because 5 years ago, I came over here and caught a 143-pound, 3-ounce monster wahoo. I have very special feelings for this place. This time, I was here in late April to sample some of the incredible springtime fishing. I was here with Trey Ryan, Captain Joe Trainer, and Tom Nelligan aboard the Over Under Adventures 55-footer low profile.
April in the Bahamas, especially here in San Salvador, it's a great mixed bag. You get the beginning of the dolphin migration, yellowfin tuna around, the wahoo are still around, you get an occasional billfish here and there. Just an exceptional time to fish, lots of action.
The fish here are big, and a lot of them you would just love to take on with light tackle, like 30, 40-pound yellowfins on 30-pound class, or maybe a 15 to 30-pound class dolphin on 12-pound spin. But the problem that you run into here are sharks, and a lot of them. They're mean, they're abundant, they're ornery, and they're very aggressive, and they want one thing, and that's your catch.
We have a major concern here with the sharks. When we're wahoo fishing and yellowfin fishing, everything seems to be in the same vicinity.
Anytime you get a tuna on, you want to get it as quick as you can, or else some sharks, they can somehow find you.
So we usually hook the fish in 400 or 500 feet and try to get them out into 1,000, even 1,500 feet. If we can drag them off into the 1,500 feet of water, we have a better shot at getting them.
All right, left long. Caesar, you gotta get the center rigger.
Can't do it all here.
Hey, Thomas, go up top. Pull it down. There are yellowfin tuna here, and a lot of them, and we were right into them. The big problem, however, is the sharks.
The sharks are just part of the game.
Crank, George, crank.
George was pumping on the rod as fast as he could. Got him about 30 feet down. I looked down and saw all kinds of color down there. Saw tuna colors, saw brown shark colors. As soon as we got the wind on, I grabbed it, leadered him up, gaffed the tuna literally right out of the shark's mouth.
Oh, man. And I affectionately call the sharks revenue collectors. Sometimes they take the whole thing. Other times they take a 50% bite, a 75% bite. It's tough.
You got most of them, George.
I know, look at the sizes.
That's a good tuna.
You know, this is what
That's a good tuna there with that 50-pounder right there. Fish on.
It's angler versus sharks, and the prize is a beautiful yellowfin tuna. Who's going to win? You'll find out after a few commercials. So far, so good. We're on a San Salvador, Bahamas yellowfin tuna, and we're staying a crank or two ahead of the sharks.
How you feeling, George? I feel good when there's always a tuna on the other end. Now, if we keep this away from the sharks, we'll be living life good, won't we?
Just remember, there's a tuna on the end and there's a shark 50 feet behind him at all times.
The shark versus the gas, the typical offshore challenge. The poor angler is just the guy's caught in the middle of it all.
I think all the other lines are pretty good, huh?
Yes.
There we go. Perfect.
I'll tell you, we lost our fair share of yellowfins, and I get hooked up again. And it's the same scenario. The fish is making a long run out. You know, you're hooked up to this heavy tackle and you put as much heat as humanly possible on this fish to try to get it in before the sharks get to it. And in this kind of fishing, it's sort of like you don't have time to really savor the fight and the whole enjoyment of the experience. You're sitting there cranking for everything that you're worth to try to get this fish in so that you could savor it later that night as sushi or grilled tuna. That's how you fight these fish.
Did they get you into the backing?
Nope.
No.
Good run. A lot of line, but
Yeah.
backing stay put.
One of our famous top secret cedar plug rigs. When we're really targeting the tuna, you know, we're really concentrating here on 3 rods. Our center rig, our 2 long riggers. So if we really think the tuna are around, we'll usually have 2 cedar plugs out pretty long, maybe a bait or a small lure out on the other long rigger. So those are some of the things we do to really target the tuna. We'll keep the speed up for the tuna too. They don't seem to mind, you know, trolling fast.
Here he comes. Oh, get him over there. Ah, get that tail in. Woo!
And we beat them, beat the sharks.
And sure enough, I could see some brown coming up behind, but fortunately we gaffed this fish and got it in. It was a beautiful yellowfin tuna, and it makes it feel that much more special because you're competing with all these sharks, and we had sushi. Oh, on the old cedar plug, huh?
Good old cedar plug, secret weapon.
Now, all those tuna, how many you suppose were in that?
There's got to be a whole bunch.
Incredible.
100 of them, right? Anyway.
All right, let's open this guy in. Put him inside.
In the box?
Yeah, go ahead. Open it. Ready? That is a chunky tuna. I'm telling you what, the way that they're sitting up there right now, I think we could pick off these fish for at least another hour. I mean, they're just like...
Yeah, they're here right now. Get them while they're here.
Oh. Well, that's a 75% tax bracket. That's a shame.
Better tuna, too.
One of the most humorous moments that occurred on this trip was Trey Ryan trying to figure out how to outsmart the sharks and keep them from eating our yellowfin tuna. I'm hooked up and I'm fighting a good-sized yellowfin. This fish is really giving me a run for my money.
Let's get this one whole.
Trey comes up with this idea that he's going to go ahead and take some cut-up oceanic bonita and start throwing it overboard to chum the sharks away from the tuna. And I knew instantly that he was going to become a big hero if it worked out, or probably the biggest loser on San Salvador if it didn't work out. Oh, he's getting it, here he goes. When he threw those chunks overboard, it had the same type of effect as if you were at a kid's party and somebody broke open a piñata and everyone went scrambling for the candy. In this case, you had sharks all around the transom. Now, I didn't have to deal with one shark eating my tuna. I had 2 or 3 of them going down there and just chowed down on it. It just failed miserably. You try the old shark chumming away approach, trying to sweeten up the water, but it didn't work, did it?
I think that all I did was bring in a company.
Ah.
Oh, well.
Hello, welcome to San Salvador. I'm Cliff Fernandez, Snake Eyes. This island has a lot to offer. Let me tell you about 3 of the landmarks on the island. Number 1 is the Dixon Hill Lighthouse. It was built back in 1887. It's still functional every night. It's equipped with 400,000 candle power light and it's visible for 19.5 miles away. Number 2 is the lookout or the observation tower. You have 360-degree view. It was built way back during the slave era. It is alleged that it was built because Watling supposedly to have been a pirate. And if it was so, the lookout tower or observation tower was put at the right spot so he can see 360 degrees on the point, so that any ships come by, he can go out and plunder them. Number 3 is the landfall of Christopher Columbus, Long Bay Beach. You would want to walk this beach, walk in the footstep of Christopher Columbus. On this very beach, Columbus landing here and the exchange of colorful glass beads with the Indians for their gold. We have much more to offer on San Salvador. The beauty of the island. If you ever visit San Salvador, look me up. I'm Cliff Fernandez, Snake Eyes. I'll take you everywhere and any place you want to go.
Dolphin on the shore! Dolphin!
I'm just losing line here. We were trolling and we had one rod go off, and I believe that was a long rigger. And I grabbed that rod, I was on that one, and we saw the fish right away. It was a big bull jumping around back there.
Now what happened? I was watching out of the corner of my eye. I saw your rod go down. You had that fish, did he let it go? Because I saw a follower coming up, or did he have it the whole way?
I never saw him, I just saw the rod go down.
But from the instant that that rod went down, you were always hooked with him the whole time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Then he just started swimming at the boat.
And I took one look at Trey's bull come out of the water and jump, and it said, this is a quality fish. And this is why you come here. If you love dolphin fishing, there are big fish that roam here, and a lot of them. And I just sat back and sort of took in the show and watched Trey as he played out this big bull dolphin. And just to see this big bull start coming alongside the boat, just the colors in that aqua blue water and the size of that fish, how wide that bull head was on it, it's really something else. There he is.
Nice fish.
I'll say, woo!
Nice fish.
Woo! All right.
Whoa.
Wow.
Nice job, Joe.
All right, now I'm afraid to let this thing go down because it's gonna go nuts.
Give him to Thomas.
We're gonna play quarterback now. We're gonna pass this ball off to you.
You can grab his
ready?
tail and hold on to the gas.
Yeah,
maybe.
hang on. Let me get the tail for you. Ready? Hang on. All right. Trey, get in that middle there if you could. San Salvador dolphin, huh?
Look at that.
And this is, to me, what just gets my blood pumping, the size of the dolphin that moved through the Bahamas, springtime, well worth the price of admission.
Well, he's a 40-pounder, huh?
Yeah, it's heavy. Heavy fish.
Yeah, we'll take care of that in a
Go
little
ahead.
bit.
Okay, here we go.
We'll be back in the water and hooked up with a surprise catch. That's all coming up right after the commercial break.
All right.
Trey, Ryan, and I are trolling for dolphin and tuna off San Salvador, Bahamas in the spring, and the bites keep on coming.
I thought I could have sworn it was a billfish, then I just thought I saw it come up as a dolphin.
I don't know.
That looked like a little spearfish.
It did look like it.
I guess the unique surprise in this trip happened when the bait went down.
Got a bite on the left long. Nobody really saw it. Saw some splashing going around.
Trey grabs the rod.
Looked a lot like a dolphin, but it just didn't quite look right.
Then it came up, splashed, and sort of jumped towards the boat, and I saw a little bit of a bill, but it was a very small fish, and immediately I'm thinking, spearfish.
You know, Joe said that was a billfish. He saw the bill,
And we weren't really quite sure, but he pumped it up, got it closer to the boat, and sure enough, I looked down, and here is the most remarkably beautiful juvenile sailfish. There's your little bill. Look at that.
The leader, George?
Yes, give me the leader. I'm gonna keep him in the water, okay? We got him. A little baby sailfish.
Sailfish.
Look at that. It looked like a regular fish mound. It was gorgeous.
Weren't expecting that, were we?
Not in the least. Oh! Here he comes up this way. Look at the purples.
Hey, he's all lit up, huh?
Look at that. Worked at it, removed the hook, and set it free. It was just really a neat touch to see that small sailfish on our trip to San Salvador. Hook's free, Trey. Get this hook out. Get up my thumb. Got it? Okay, fish is going in. Here we go. See you later. Woo!
You know, last week, remember I told you we had 3 or 4 of them up in the spread.
Cool.
A few days ago.
George's Tackle Locker.
We all know how radar can safely get us through fog and those nasty thunderstorms that seem to pop up quite a bit off the South Florida coast and throughout the Bahamas. But yet, if you're a fisher person, radar is an invaluable aid in locating birds long before you could see them. On the Mark 6, I have a Lowrance LCX 113 CHD unit, which is 4 kilowatts radar powered by a 5-foot open array antenna which is strong enough to get that signal out and back. And most of my offshore fishing will set the radar between 2 miles and as far out as 8 miles, bring up the power until we can start to mark little scratches or little markings on the screen which may indicate diving birds. We'll watch those spots for a minute or two, and once we're convinced that those are birds working, we'll race over to the area, and more times than not, sure enough, you'll find working birds and we'll get right onto the fish. So yes, in the long run, a radar is a great safety aid, but if you do a ton of fishing, it's also a great aid to put more fish in your boat.
What was that?
I have no clue.
It's got a pretty good bend in the rod.
God, it's a big, but it feels damn big and different. Might be it's a billfish.
If you love big fish, you don't want to miss what's coming up next.
George Poveromo's World of Saltwater Fishing is brought to you by Penn, the biggest name in fishing.
We're off San Salvador in the Bahamas, and we've got a serious fish running offline. As you're about to see, my luck here is incredible.
Could be a wahoo, Trey. I'm right there.
And this was something that I totally did not expect.
The rod just slammed on me.
Thomas was setting out the right short rigger. Wham! I see him flying across the cockpit.
I grabbed the rod, get hooked up, and sure enough, I'm onto something big that's just running off a ton of line.
George thought it was a blue marlin, and I thought it had the potential to be a blue marlin. However, I knew the location that we were in. That's where we catch our giant wahoo.
Okay, easy, Joe. He's got a little bit of slack here. You all right?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't get too much slack in here. Let me keep you tight. Just let me creep on them. Unless you feel there's a need to get on them super fast.
Well, we know what lives here, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you.
I've seen about 3 dozen today.
You asked for that one.
I knew the answer. I was just hoping for a fairy tale response or something.
I started backing down on the boat because I knew the sharks were around, and I wanted to get this fish. I thought it had the chance to be a 100+ pound wahoo.
Get him. Pump forward on the left, Joe.
I'm pumping this fish, I'm putting heat on it. Got the fish maybe 30 feet from the boat, and I happened to look over, and it came in plain view of everybody, about maybe 30, 35 feet down, a wahoo, an enormous wahoo.
Oh, big wahoo!
Look at the wahoo. My eyes went the size of golf balls. You know, I almost freaked out.
Another gaff, please.
Another gaff.
Big wahoo. Big,
Get the f***er in.
big wahoo.
Oh my God! We had another huge wahoo, and this one hit the scales at 113 pounds, 2 ounces. The second 100-pound class wahoo I caught, and both fish happened to be off of San Salvador. So there's your indication of how great the fishing can be here.
Can you believe the fishing we've had today? We have had everything.
Trey, not that I'm getting fresh with you, but I'm so exhausted I can't get my arm off your neck. Those tunas, the sharks, the dolphin, big wahoo. I mean, how could you sum up the incredible fishing trip that I had off of San Salvador with Trey Ryan and the Over Under Adventures team? It was just totally sensational. It just goes to show you how incredible the springtime fishing can be here for quality-sized dolphin, quality-sized tuna, and yet to top it all off, 113-pound, 2-ounce wahoo. I mean, this is the stuff that dreams are made out of. You know, you come here, San Sal known for the big wahoo in the wintertime. We intentionally did this in the spring to get in the yellowfin, some dolphin action. It's the, bitter end. These wahoo are supposedly gone.
Yeah, what you get are the big ones.
Oh my God.
That's what's left over, the big ones.
We got to get to the scales. We knew we were going to take it right to the certified scale to get an exact weight. We had guesses from anywhere from 105 to 130. Everybody's excited. We get the locals here in town.
And this one hit the scales at 113 pounds, 2 ounces. Yet another big 100-pound plus wahoo. It's just, San Salvador, without a doubt, is one of North America's premier big game fishing destinations, bar none. Just ask Christopher Columbus.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more on catching dolphin, tuna, and giant wahoo off San Salvador, check out George Poveromo's column at ESPNOutdoors.com.